Hello, my name is Shannon Ochoa, and I am the Vice President and co-founder of Eden Invitation. How God prepared my heart for this mission and kind of led sparks along the way that kind of started this. For a long time, I've always thought my call in life was a mission of goodness. To remind people of their goodness. And I know that's been a journey of my own to encounter. From a very young age, I just had a deep love of the Lord and a love of people, a love of service. I was that kid, little Shanny, running around the neighborhood with a trash bag, trying to pick up all the trash around the neighborhood. And that would continue even when I was in college. I was a youth group kid. I fell in love with the Lord and wrestled in my own ways in college. But it was there that I saw a way of loving people in a new way. That's where I studied social work and minored in gender and women's studies and entrepreneurship. It's funny. Anna used to always say at the beginning of Eden Invitation, God, use me as you've formed me. And I would say the Lord really used my degrees in founding this. But that desire, as I was kind of working out and understanding my own same-sex desires, I really was in a place where I was falling more and more in love with the Lord and was more and more honest with myself and encountering the goodness that the Lord spoke over me. And I wanted to carry that as I went into missionary work. So, the practical mission of Eden Invitation really sparked, at least in my heart, when I was a college campus missionary. I was, like I said, more honest about my own story, and I started to realize, oh my gosh, we need to do something about this. There needs to be a space, God willing, that I could be open about this and bear witness to the fact that God is good and you can live a vibrant life amidst an experience of same-sex desires. And the Lord just kept putting things in my place. I would spend time at the LGBT plus resource center, just listening, trying to be a Christ-like presence in that space. And even too, there were a couple of women who were dating each other who wanted to join my Bible study. And I really started to face what is out there for people to really encounter a journey of discipleship that progresses along with belief and understanding for people with an LGBTQ plus experience. Where is a place to be a faithful disciple and to work out some of those questions and wrestlings? And so Eden Invitation was born. Now, where is God sparking hope for me in this mission now? I'm going to give a little story. So back in 2017, Anna and I went on a little conference. Back then we had our business cards as ripped out pieces of lined paper with our number and email scrawled across it. And at that conference, we handed these business cards to and met someone who just fell in love with the mission. They were a deep ally for it. And they said that they had a friend who could really benefit from it. Lo and behold, they'd go and introduce their friend to the mission of Eden Invitation. That friend has become a hardcore volunteer, a part of our relational support team, has served the community, and crazy, this past spring, was able to attend the wedding of the person who invited this Eden Invitation community member to join Eden Invitation. And I was there as his +1. And so to me, that just really spoke. We don't always know what God is doing. Back in 27, we didn't know what God would do. And here I was with one of our really vibrant, active community members, being able to be present and celebrate life with him, but also to be there with that ordained encounter with his friend, and celebrating her wedding. And so the Lord is just so good and faithful, even when we don't realize it now, but his ways are far beyond our ways. I just trust in the sparks of hope that he's laying before me.